Sigma females are more than what you see on the surface. In a place where loud and social people are often celebrated, Sigma females can sometimes be judged unfairly. They have some important things they'd like others to understand, which could improve how we interact with them. They aren't gloomy or against socializing. They just don't blend in with everyone else. Their cool and controlled nature is envied by many, but not everyone fully grasps their special traits. Let's dive into 18 insights you may not have about Sigma females. 1. Sigma females get tired in busy places. Being in big groups can make them feel overwhelmed because there's so much going on with so many different people around. Some Sigma females are very empathetic, which means they can easily feel the bad vibes from others. They don't need to be in huge crowds to feel happy. They prefer being with a few close friends. 2. They don't like networking. Going to networking events is not something Sigma females enjoy, especially if they own a business. These events make them feel like they have to put on a show, and it's hard for them to say the right thing or just listen. They don't like making pointless small talk with strangers. In both their work and personal lives, they need meaningful connections to truly benefit from networking. Choosing the right event and planning how to be helpful to others while also gaining something is important to them. 3. They aren't that excited for celebrating birthdays. If they work in an office, they know all too well the awkwardness of being asked to chip in for someone's birthday gift. Their own birthday doesn't excite them more than any other day, and they often don't enjoy the fuss that comes with it, especially as they grow older. They dislike insincere birthday wishes from acquaintances. They're perfectly fine not being invited to birthdays outside their close circle of friends, and might actually prefer it, unless it's a milestone that's personally significant to them, such as remembering a loved one who has passed away. 4. Sigma females won't pretend to like someone. This might sound harsh, but it's true. They have their reasons for liking or not liking someone, which could be rooted in past experiences or simply their mood that day. This isn't meant to offend anyone. They value being genuine, even if it can be uncomfortable. They can't hide their true feelings just to seem polite. If a Sigma female doesn't seem to like you, it's genuine. They believe any issues you have with them are for you to deal with, as they're just being themselves. 5. They aren't being rude or shy. Sometimes Sigma females might come off as rude, but it's never their intention to offend. If they turned down an invitation, they might have needed some quiet time for work or to recover from a busy day. If they didn't return your call, it wasn't out of malice. They're not out to hurt anyone. While they may seem similar, being shy and being introverted are different. Sigma females enjoy their solitude and can feel overwhelmed after too much social interaction, unlike shy people who are anxious about interacting but don't necessarily seek solitude. 6. They don't like when someone opens up to them. Sigma females find it odd when people open up to them about their personal lives, especially those they don't consider close friends. They often wonder why these individuals choose them for such confessions, as Sigmas themselves wouldn't share personal details with those people. It's something Sigma females might grow accustomed to, yet it remains surprising to them when people they barely know discuss their unhappy relationships with them. 7. Sigma females aren't always shy. They can be outgoing in certain situations or around people they deeply care about. At events or gatherings with loved ones, they can become the center of attention. They're okay with being in the spotlight as long as they have their quiet space to go back to afterward. Having breaks between social activities helps them recharge and be ready for the next gathering. 8. They are productive during their alone time. They work on projects, make phone calls, send emails, and brainstorm their next big plans. They value their solitude because it helps them think creatively, make plans, and dream big. They can create things that might significantly impact their own lives or even the lives of others when they're by themselves. 9. Sigma females are content being by themselves. They have a lot going on in their minds and prefer not to add more by depending on others for their happiness. Unlike extroverts, they're always planning their lives mentally. They also find joy in their creative projects and personal outings. For them, having more people around often means dealing with more issues, and they already have plenty of complex thoughts to sort through. 10. Sigma females shine when they're with the right people. In such cases, they become incredibly supportive and ready to stand up for those they care about in any situation. Those close to them will confirm that Sigma females shine brightest with the right company. However, finding those special people can take time, but once they do, their dedication is total and steadfast. 11. Sigma females are not that introverted. They enjoy spending time in groups, especially with genuine friends, but they're selective about who those friends are. Their friends know the value Sigmas place on those relationships. While Sigmas are open to meeting new people, not everyone they meet ends up becoming a close friend. 12. Sigma females really dislike casual chit-chat. They prefer deep conversations about significant ideas and theories over small talk, which they find draining and pointless. To them, making polite conversation about mundane things like the weather feels insincere and doesn't lead to any meaningful exchange of ideas. They believe small talk actually prevents real connections. Their dislike for small talk isn't about disliking people. They see it as a waste of their time and effort. 13. They appreciate texts, not calls. They value the ability to communicate without interruptions, which can throw them off track and require extra effort to refocus. For non-urgent matters or simple questions, they'd rather you not call. Texting or emailing allows them to manage their time and attention more effectively. 14. They have strong boundaries. Sigma females value their personal space and are careful about who they allow close to them. Their energy can be quickly depleted if they spend time with the wrong person. Sometimes, extroverts may seek them out, which can be overwhelming. Sigma females prefer to connect with others who think deeply and have a strong sense of self-discipline. They appreciate spending time with people who understand and respect their need for space and boundaries. 15. They don't care about how fun your life is. Sigma females aren't particularly interested in hearing about your weekend unless you're part of their tight-knit circle of friends. They believe in respecting everyone's privacy, whether you're partying hard or dealing with personal matters. While they're not judgmental, they find it draining to listen to personal stories from people they're not close to. Just because you work with them doesn't mean they consider you a friend or that they want to know every little detail of your life. 16. They prefer less but real friends over many fake ones. Sigma females really care about having close and real friendships rather than just lots of buddies. They like to have deep talks and connections with people who get them and appreciate them as they are. They prefer having a few good friends where they can share true feelings and understand each other well, instead of many shallow friendships where conversations don't mean much. 17. Sigma females like to handle things on their own. When they run into problems or tough situations, they count on themselves. They trust their own ideas and take their time thinking and looking things up before deciding what to do. This habit of thinking deeply helps them come up with clever ways to solve problems. They pay close attention to all the details of a problem, thinking it through from every angle until they figure out the best solution. 18. Sigma females are good listeners and advisors. They listen carefully and think deeply before they speak, making sure their advice is thoughtful and helpful. They're the kind of friends who won't just talk about themselves, but will really pay attention to what you're saying. This makes them great people to go to when you need someone to talk to, or when you're looking for advice that comes from a place of understanding and care. Thanks for watching. As always, until next time.